So I got a new head unit fitted by IceBoxAuto in Liverpool, and I just wanted to pop on and show everybody what it looked like. I'd got the Sync 2 unit in mine, which was pretty useless. Didn't have Apple CarPlay, anything like that. So it was a case of either upgrading or having a new head unit. So I decided to have one of these, and it came out at about 300 quid, I think, fitted. From the technicians who fitted its point of view, the only thing they said there was a slight negative on it is if you put it into reverse, if you ever can do that with the tripod here, might be tricky. There's a little bit of a flickering on the screen, but that was the only issue. But as you can see, the car comes up on there and the sensors and stuff like normal still. See if we can get it back in position so you've got a decent view. When you open the doors and stuff, it comes up on the screen as it would do normally, so you can see that the fact that you've opened your door, and the sensors and stuff work perfectly on it as well. So it does do Apple CarPlay, but I'm using just something called Android on it, like an Android operating system, which allows you to put pretty much any apps that you want on from the Android App Store. If I go into the apps here, you can see I've got like an IPTV on it, Apple Music, BBC iPlayer, BBC Sounds. CarLink is the button which puts it onto Apple CarPlay. I'll show you that last. Radio stations, you've got equalizer. There's a built-in sat-nav with it called iGo. It's just built into it, which seems pretty decent. It's like a 3D one. You can have it on satellite view, or you can have it on like the cartoony view that you get on a normal map facility. Just go back off that onto the home screen. Other apps I've put onto it are things like Google Maps, so that's just under here in Navi, I think, so you can just set your destination and stuff in there. And you can also use Waze on it. I've got Waze built into it just here. All your steering wheel controls and stuff work normal as well. That's Waze. It's night time now, so it's put it onto like a darker screen. You can split screen. So for example, like, what did I have on then? Maybe those two map facilities, so I could have like that one on the left, and I've got Apple Music open there as well, so I could put Apple Music on the right. Plays all your lyrics and stuff when you're using Apple Music, so just give me a quick blast of that. Move to the next track on the steering wheel if I just go forward a track. There you go. What I'll do is I will make that one full screen just by pushing it to the right, and I'll pause that so it just doesn't get copyrighted. So works pretty mint on all those kind of things. Let's go back into where we were in the apps. You've got YouTube on it. Oh, that's BBC iPlayer, I'll let that come up. But you've got BBC iPlayer there. The little symbol that's in the middle of the screen that looks like a frost thing is for the heaters. You can have that on there, or you can just turn it off altogether. But if you want to operate your heaters on the screen, if you just touch it, all your heat settings and stuff are on there that you might want to use. But if you don't want to, you can just use the manual buttons below. And as you touch them, so if I turn the heating up now, you'll see that it's coming up. It comes up on the screen there. So go back to here, and we'll just put something on. So like whatever that is, watch now. Start watching. I have a TV license. And that's it, that'll just come up full screen. So it's packing plenty of punch. Turn the volume down there.
Of all the wonderful places in the world.
There you go. Go back to the home screen and back into your apps. YouTube works fine. And it seems to be that if you're using YouTube as well, when you play something, I don't know if I'm now, but let's just put something on.
This is Liverpool in France, and for this Scratch Golfer episode, I'm going to face one of my toughest challenges of the year.
Your full screen, and it seemed to be that if you went back to the home screen the other day, I was noticing on it, after a while, YouTube obviously carries on playing, but it appears somewhere down here in a little square after so long. So you can still watch it as you're going along, kind of thing, if you wanted to. It's all, in fact, all the apps on it work, whether you're stationary or moving along, but you can turn that facility off if you want to. Speedo comes up here as well. Don't know if it will show that whilst it's actually on now. But like I say, you could now split your screen between that, and you may want to put your, if we've got a map one still on here, Waze, yeah. You might want to bang Waze on that side. So you've got both that will play.
Right, let's go.
So let's just pause that. And then your other option, if you wanted to use it, obviously here you've got your settings and stuff. Main settings for the car. And that's another button to take you through to your navigation. There's a shortcut there. I favour using Waze usually, although my brother was using Google Maps the other day and that was pretty mint. But Waze certainly got me out of Manchester the other night, avoiding traffic really well, so that seems to be a good option for it. It's obviously got built-in radio and stuff as well, so there's your radio. Let's drop the volume on that. Let's see if there's anything else I can think of to show you. Obviously your Bluetooth's like normal. You go into the Play Store to download any apps that you want on it, and you can put on anything really. Just demonstrate Netflix to you as well. That was in here. I was using this Audio Glow the other day, which was an app I just put on it whilst I was playing stuff. It just goes to the beat of the music or whatever you're playing, so that music that I got on before. Just a little bit of a visual. It's got aux in as well. It's got a spare USB. It's got a slot that you can put a, what are you looking for the name of, a SIM card in, so that you don't have to bother hotspot it to your phone if you don't want to. And like I say, if you want to, you can simply press this. I'll press it and show you. You can just press it and it'll just basically put your thing onto CarPlay. I don't know if that'll turn the video off if it does. No, it's still recording. But yeah, you're in Apple CarPlay then. And obviously you've got your normal facilities there of Apple CarPlay if you want to use that instead of Android. But Android really gives you a lot more options. You've got all the apps as sort of standalone devices. I don't know if back will take me back to where I was. Yeah, says it has. Drop down shows you all your Wi-Fi and stuff. I think that will have disconnected the Wi-Fi because it uses the Wi-Fi off the phone that, as opposed to whatever you've set it up to do. You can even put on it, which I have, a VPN. I've got Surfshark on it here. That's stayed connected anyway, so that's fine. Amazon Alexa, so you can use your Alexa if you want to as well. I've got ITV X on it. Comes up just like normal. so you can watch things on demand, or you can even watch live TV on that as well. But just gives you a little idea of what it is. If you're interested in the spec of this system, I can probably find out the exact unit that I've got and send you the link for it. But the guys at IceBoxAuto in Liverpool will talk you through what's best for your vehicle and what you're going to need. I went for something with slightly higher power because of wanting to use these various like viewing apps and stuff. That's it, you straight in. You can see the pictures of crystal. Don't know whether to turn this off or not. It's only a tiny little thing. I haven't really been operating, because there's physical buttons in my vehicle, I haven't really been using that button at all. So I probably are just going to turn it off, as I don't need to use it really. The home screen as well, there's about 30 that you can choose from. If you don't like the colours of it and stuff, you can tweak that with it being an Android thing to anything you want. So I hope that's of use to some people who are thinking of maybe upgrading their head units if it's not doing the right stuff, Apple CarPlay and stuff, without having to bother plugging the wires in. And like I say, I think it was about 300 quid, and included me driving up to Liverpool, toddling over to a business park, which is about a 5-minute walk away, to like an entertainment park just by the side of it, having a McDonald's, watching a film. And whilst I was watching the film, they literally messaged me to say, pop back, your car's all done. They didn't actually message me, like I say, during the install, just to say we have they weren't perfectly happy with that reversing camera in relation to it being flickery. They wanted it to be perfect. I've watched a few videos on YouTube since, and it says that if you just cut the ground cable, which I can probably tell on this, it makes the picture crystal clear. But to be honest, I wasn't, for the few times that I'm putting the vehicle into reverse and using the camera, it to flicker a few times didn't really bother me. So there you go. If you want any more information than I've put in the video, just drop me a message. And if you want one in your Ford Ranger, like I say, probably places local to you as well to do it, but they seem to be the place that a lot of people are recommending, and you can watch lots of their install videos for IceBoxAuto on YouTube as well.